Hey guys, what's up? Welcome back to another episode of Paul's Workshop. This past spring break, we were down in Atlantic City and we stopped in this antique shop called Days of Old Antiques. And I picked up something pretty cool that I want you guys to look at. And it kind of got me thinking that I have a collection I need to show off. So let's check it out. So as I was walking around the antique shop, I found this very rare display battery that you would see in automotive stores in the front window or something like that. It's very lightweight, just like the empty case, I guess. But no, I'm kidding. It is a transistor radio, Atlas Power promotional transistor radio. You can see I put the battery in it here. It does have the cover. Did come with the battery cover, but I have it out for the moment so we can hear it. Take a listen here. Probably won't pick anything up here in the garage, but it does turn on and it does work. So that was cool. That was $20. But then it got me to thinking I have a transistor radio collection that I need to share with you guys. So let's check out the rest. All right, as you can see here, we have quite a few of them here, and I'm really into sort of the novelty radios, but let's take a quick look, get a little closer and take a quick look. So this is the Panasonic R1077, and you see we have the box, we have the original paperwork here, the warranty, the where you go to bring it for service, right? The directory that tells you all the places you can find, levers in your state. We have also the instruction booklet. This is the radio here. So Panasonic, they were always well made, good products. So we have this guy. Put him back in the box, put him aside. Next up is the Electra. The Electra R600. So it's the original box, made in Taiwan. And this one has that vinyl case that they come with, a lot of them. And this, I really like this one because it was the blue color. A 6 transistor, made in Taiwan. Cases, the plastic on these are not like a rugged plastic. They feel almost like kind of a cheap kind of a plastic, but there's that. Next, we have the Transonic. And this one is a 10, so it's probably a 10 transistor. And you can see the price on this was originally was it $5.99, went up to $9.99, or was it, or $9.88, or was it $9.88, went down to $5.99, but the 1095N. And we open it up and we have, check this out. So the original, I'm guessing this was the original bill of sale. Yeah, look at that. Oh, person got it for $4.99, 1966. So looks like January, I don't know, that's January 7th, 1966. And they paid $4.99, RNS, whether that RNS, you can see this is from Route 22. Route 22, Union, New Jersey. So really cool to have the receipt. And then we have the 90-day warranty that came with it. And the official warranty certificate. And look on the back, they give you a schematic. Isn't that cool? And then here's the radio and its protective case. Missing the battery and the earbud, which seems to be fairly common, but this is a 10 transistor. And, it needs to be probably cleaned up a little bit, but kind of cool, right? So in its original casing, distinctively styled, made in Hong Kong. No, I think all these things were just made in factories. They slapped whatever name on them, but this one, still in plastic. This one is really kind of cool looking too. It's white, black back, so it's black and white, two-tone look. Right, probably from the same era, the 60s. The earphone and the original 9-volt battery, which, check this out. Look at that. Flying bomb. focus on there. Flying bomb. Look at the logo on that battery. Some of these batteries, if you just find these batteries, are awesome with some of the logos, but I love that. I think that's a little bit of corrosion here, but I think that's so awesome. The original battery, and it's that flying bomb logo. So next, we'll take a look at a couple of the others. So there's this guy, the Lux Tone, and this is an AM/FM. This came with this case, and another, made in Hong Kong. And all of these, I don't spend more than 10, maybe 15 if it's something like the ones in the box. I think I spent 15, but this is just a cool looking kind of a military sort of a radio, and I'm sure this will probably pick something up on FM. Let's see. Yeah, FM we can pick up here in the garage, but AM not so much. So yeah, there's the Lux Tone, and a lot of these were probably branded all different things, depending on whoever wanted their in-house brand to go on there. Then we have the Realistic Weather Radio. You see these around a lot. These cubes, it just turns on and off, and you can adjust the volume and stuff. That's a cool guy. The M-Tone. This is a hi-fi transistor, 10 transistor, made in Japan. So this is probably a little better quality, but just cool, really cool looking chrome face, right? Okay, next up is the Novelties radios, and these are all pretty interesting, a little bit different, something cool to look at. So let's take a look first at Kraft Macaroni and Cheese, Dynomac. You can see the speaker is back there, and this one's an AM/FM, has the antenna, the carrying strap, and on the back you have the original Kraft Macaroni and Cheese dinner looking macaroni and cheese box, and some of the characters, Loopy and Barracuda and Beach Bug and Cheezosaurus Rex, the famous Cheezosaurus Rex. That's where your headphones plug in. Next is this pretty cool milk container. And I think these are European because they're milliliters, and Heinz food service, Heinz milk. I don't think I've ever seen that here in the States, but maybe. So this is your antenna, which I guess would kind of be where your straw would be. And this also looks like it's, this one's an FM. This is an FM only. So some of you might remember a few years back, the Tropicana ad campaign when they were sticking the straw into the orange. This is the Tropicana orange in the straw radio, or straw in the orange radio. There's a speaker there. And this one too is AM/FM, made in China. And there's this one, the Minwax. Looks like a little can of stain or a can of varnish or something. You got your controls on the sides here. This one is FM and AM, so AM/FM here on this. It's got the little bucket and your antenna there. Chevron custom motor oil, so speaker in the top. It's here in the bottom. This one says made in Hong Kong. This one is an AM. And then very similar to the Chevron can is the Pepsi. Looks like a can of Pepsi. All right, let's put that next to a can of Pepsi. All right, this is more like the older cans would have been, like a 12-ounce can, Pepsi Cola. So there's the Novelty radios. I love seeing those guys and playing around with these because they're, corporate promos or whatever, giveaways. And at the same time, there's something that's like kind of useful and kind of cool. So always really like these. And anytime I see one for a good price, I pick it up. Okay, this one I remember, it was a holiday weekend. This was on Marketplace. I think it was $15. And drove out, picked it up, got it from the person. If you look at the copyright 1972 on it, so probably from that period. This is a Bozo the Clown transistor radio in the box. Take the cover off. And you can see this is still all original. Transistorized solid state. There's your information card there, right? So cool. So cool to open this up. And this is East Orange, New Jersey. Look at him. I remember I had something like this when I was a kid. I think some character, might have been Snoopy or something. My sister had Smurfette. But look at him. Here's the dial knob up here. Just really, really great condition. And it says Bozo the Clown, right? 1972, Larry Harmon, blah, blah, blah. So you can see a couple marks on the battery cover for putting the battery in and out. But other than missing the 9-volt battery in the headphone, this guy is complete. Look at him. He doesn't really stand. So I guess he's meant to be carried around on the strap. But this is probably one, I don't know, I like all of these, but this one's really cool. I don't want to say it's my favorite, but it's really cool. So the Bozo the Clown radio. Love that one. But there was this one I came across in a thrift store or an antique shop. The Motorola Transistor Pocket Radio. Now, look at this box. Right? Just this box alone tells you there's something cool inside. But get a load of this one. So you open it up, you have a felt-lined box. Okay, and inside there's, look at this. This is the radio in here. This is the 6-transistor Motorola. Look at that. Gold finish. It's got a fake diamond looking thing there. Okay. Produced in Japan. Opens up like your traditional pocket transistor radio. You got your earphone here. Okay. Flesh, well, I guess certain flesh color, right? Like whatever, flesh color, light color. So you can kind of try to hide it. But look at the presentation box. Look at this thing. You could give this to your wife as an engagement present. Look at that. Motorola here. Gold foil. Imagine getting this thing in this box and opening it up. Right? And then if you want to take it with you, I mean, there's a little bit of, unfortunately, a little dirt on the pouch, but look, a pouch to put the radio in, right? So you can throw it in your purse. Then you have the instructions here. All transistor, model X21. And this one, if you look, it takes, is that a 9-volt in there? A 904. I don't even know. I'd have to look at what the 904 batteries are. Off the top of my head, I'm not sure what they are, but civil defense. This has civil defense band on it. And this is printed in USA, Chicago, right? Warranty service. I wonder how old, what year this is from. But then they give you this. So this came in the box. And this is gold foil. So you could personalize your radio with gold foil. And I guess, I don't know if it was to personalize this or somehow on the case, but all of this came in this package. So this one is especially cool. I really, really like this one. And I didn't pay, I might have went over my budget on this. I think I paid about 30 bucks or no, it's under 30 bucks. I remember it was under 30 bucks. Almost didn't pick it up, and I said, you know what, I got to take this. I've never seen anything this cool. So this, I think, is my favorite, the Motorola. Hey, I hope you liked watching this as much as I like sharing it with you. And see you next time.